Hey guys, Dr. Lisa here, and I wanted to give you a couple of reasons why it's super awesome working on your health style, your lifestyle, your career style, your work-life integration goals, all of these things in the environment of, let's say, a mastermind, which is what this fall programming and these memberships are all about. The first advantage of it is that you basically have a tribe. You have a group of people whose energies are all working on very similar types of transformative things. In the fall, we'll be working on that start of transforming, that the energies are sort of setting up, everything percolating and collecting over the winter time. And being in a group experience, you'll have the one-on-one things with me for our own stuff, the stuff you don't want to maybe get too more public about, but you'll be able to see a bunch of people's experiences and their mistakes. One of the reasons why I love you working with yoga as part of the health and wellness programs of my clients is because you are working on being able to be a bit more empathetic and being able to welcome life's experiences through other people. You don't always have to be the person that experiences the broken leg to be able to say, wow, I really can feel for your broken leg and imagine how that, must be hard for you and challenging for you. It's the same thing as whether you're trying to lose some weight or you're trying to stay regimented with some of your self-care skills, or you're trying to different diet, or you're trying to make a shift in your work, your work life and your hours, or your effort, or even the style and the type of things that you want to be spending your energy on. It's the same thing. So what's really, really new, especially really, really good, is when if you're with a group, you get other people's experiences and you get to learn from their mistakes before you make them yourself. Another thing that's really good about working with a group as well as the one-on-ones is that you can talk about your own goals and get advice from others. So working one-on-one with me, especially in the coaching, when we're working with consulting, maybe I'll give you some of my advice from my experience, but on the coaching side, it really is about you coming up with things that feel really good and safe and doable to you, and then me helping, giving you the support and resources and the space to do that. But how about maximizing that? How about having 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 other women there who could also act as a reflection for you, can also be honest? Because the thing is, a lot of things people hold themselves back is because of that fear of judgment and that fear of not being quite right or quote unquote failure. Then there's this other big one, which is a lot of my clients that are really going to shine, is that it's that fear of success. And so you can actually massage that a little bit in a nice safe container before you go out in the world and do all of these things, or change these relationships, or, change your job type of thing and add another degree or whatever it is you're doing. Another thing is a support network is really a huge, strength in, let's say you're working on a new career. Having a network of people who also will be in business, understanding what you need, that collaborative type of environment, even if you're not working on necessarily starting a business, maybe there's a certain hobby or there's some support you'll need. After you lose the weight, it would be really nice to have an inn somewhere where somebody knows are selling clothes. My next door neighbor sells, a certain brand of clothing in a multi-level marketing thing. Who doesn't know a woman in their neighborhood, or a man that's not in the multi-level marketing thing? Maybe one of those things will come in handy. Maybe somebody will be in your group and you will already have a connection, and maybe can get a freebie, or maybe can get a coupon, or maybe can get an in. Maybe you'll get to meet someone for something you will want to do, or a job your child wants or your husband wants. So again, you get the supportive network of people who are living it, that nice integration and blend. Accountability. Another big thing of getting in a group is that you are kind of nudged to show up. And not only show up for yourself, maybe one-on-one with me, which is really super nice of investing in that one-on-one time, because you make an appointment, I'm going to follow up, I'm invested, you're invested. But in a group, you also, if we have a group kind of thing, if we have a project that we're working on that really would be nice if you'd come and attend to listen to it, you have that accountability. We can also give you an accountability partner, a special person. You don't have to, but you have access to that when you also have a group as well as me, because chances are at some point we're going to hit some sort of barrier or boundary, and maybe you'd like to be speaking to the person who's also working with a professional, so they're at a different stage than maybe the professional themselves. And finally, a really, really great reason why to join in on something that has both one-on-one and a group, like a mastermind within it, is because motivation. Motivation. We innately have a Judge Judy in our head, and sometimes we need to see what other people are doing to motivate us, number one, that we can do it. You know, sometimes listening to someone else's vulnerability story or listening to someone else's celebration puts some fire in us. In yoga, we call it tapas. It gives us a little bit of fire and gets us over the hump. And I know some people sometimes struggle where they don't want to be hearing, you know, everyone's joy all the time. And I'm not talking about Facebook. I'm not talking about these social media posts that are strategically placed to make people feel a little bit better about themselves by only showing the one side. I'm talking about when you see both sides of somebody and then still see that woman rise. That's quite empowering, and it's very motivating for you to get out of your rut, to hear other people who want to actually be able to say in a nice, safe, trusting environment and be supported that that's perfectly okay, that you're really not feeling like doing what you first set out to do, or that you realize right now that you're changing the direction and you want to use the, you know, you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. How could you navigate that? So there's super amount of motivation. So I hope you think really, really deeply about what this next 12 weeks can do for you, what this next 4 or 8 or 12 weeks can do for you if you're going to kind of tiptoe in, because we welcome you into the Guru Goddess Tribe. We welcome you. We are setting up this for you. Take care. See you soon. Bye.